Hi guys, welcome to the first ever Sober Darts Guy YouTube video. I've not done anything like this before. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but hopefully it'll be good. We'll see what happens. In this video, I'm going to be talking about why I'm doing this, the reasons behind it. I'm going to be looking at previous averages that I've hit before, my current averages that I'm hitting now. I've stopped drinking. I'm going to be talking about how much I was drinking. And this whole channel really, it's just going to be something a bit different. There's definitely I wouldn't say a problem with alcohol in darts, but there's definitely a link. I don't really know how to put it. We all know what it's like. It's a pub game. We all like a beer. Well, most of us like a beer while we're playing darts. For me, definitely. Drinking is definitely a big part of my game. I've always played darts drinking. I've never played darts without drinking. I've played from pub leagues to Super League, competitions. All I've never known is playing while drinking. And now I've stopped drinking. It's hard. It's really hard. Hard work. And I guess it's different. It's difficult for people that play darts and don't drink. Maybe it's difficult for them to kind of understand, what's the problem? Why can't you just throw darts and not drink? But for us, those of us that do have to have a drink when we're playing darts, it's hard to explain. It's so much hard work. I mean, I guess it's a lot of it's to do with pressure. When you've had a drink, everything just seems to, your arm, your eye, everything just seems to snap in together all in one. And it just seems to make the game so much easier. It gives you a bit of confidence. It just makes your game feel a lot easier than it does without having a drink. So we're going to be looking into that. That's mainly what the channel is about. Because there must be so many people out there. I know I'm one of them that I've always envied people that can play darts to a decent standard without drinking. I say to them, I wish I could do it. I wish I could play darts without drinking. And they don't get it. But usually they're the people that can play darts without drinking. They've always just known darts playing without the drink. So first thing I'm going to look at is reasons why I'm doing it, how I'm going to do it, the platform I'm going to be playing on, to keep track basically of how I'm progressing or degressing. Who knows what's going to happen. I've got I'm in the third week now of playing in the league, which I'm going to talk about a bit more. So yeah, we'll look at the previous averages that I was hitting, current averages of hitting, and the reasons why. So why am I doing this? What are the reasons behind me doing this? What are the benefits of me doing this? There's a few reasons. Reason number one, I'm stopping drinking. We've got a baby due soon. Our first child, he was 5 weeks premature, so I don't want to be drinking, playing the amount of darts I'm playing at the minute. It's nearly 5 days a week, so I don't want to be drinking every night in order to play darts. A baby could pop along at any minute, so that's a given. I'm going to stop drinking for that. Secondly, I was drinking too much anyway, so regardless of a baby coming or not, I need to knock this on the head. I'll be completely honest with you. I was drinking far too much. It came to a point where I'm not drinking to enjoy drink. I'm drinking in order to be able to play darts. So, like I said, if I'm playing 5 nights a week, that's 5 nights a week I'm drinking so that I'm able to throw a dart at a dartboard, which is kind of crazy when you think of it. I'll go through actually, the process of building up, leading up to a game while I was drinking, how much I'd drink, and just go through it a bit, because I don't mind saying I was drinking too much. You know, I like a drink, but the amount I was having to drink in order to play darts, up to the level I was, it was ridiculous, ridiculous. Another thing is weight. This sounds terrible. I'm the heaviest I've ever weighed. You know, I don't mind telling you. I'm 18.5 stone. I've never been that heavy before in my life. I think I've got up to maybe 17.5 was the highest I ever got to before I started losing weight again. So yeah, it's easy to blame lockdown, but it's not really that. I think, well, maybe because of lockdown I've been playing a lot more darts because I don't need to go, or I don't need permission to go out and do it down the pub. So it's accessible. It's just at home playing 5 days a week. That means I'm drinking 5 days a week. So I'll just put the weight on. That's basically what's happened. So yeah, I'm weighing. I weigh too much. Luckily, I'm 6'4", so I can carry the weight kind of well. I'm still too fat. So that's another reason I need to lose the weight. And it's just something that I've always wanted to try and do as well, but I've never had. I wouldn't say the courage to do it, but you know, it's hard when you want to play darts to the best of your ability, and you know you have to have a drink to do that. You know, it's weighing up, weighing up the pros and cons, isn't it? You know, do I carry on, you know, drinking as much as I'm drinking, but you know, and end up with a good average, dart average, or do I quit the drink? My average drops down, but you know, I'm going to live a bit longer. I'm going to weigh a bit less, and maybe be happier for it in the long run. I don't know, but we'll find out, I guess, won't we? Okay, so I'll go through the process of an evening of me playing darts, and then you might get more of an idea, you know, of how much I was drinking and what I was doing. I'm sure I'm not the only person. You know, there's loads of people. I know there's, you know, hundreds of people. I did a Twitter poll actually, so we'll have a look at that as well, regarding you know, whether you need a drink or not. I'll show you that. I'm doing this all on my phone, so what I'll do is I'll screen record a lot of this stuff after this, and then I'll just talk through what you're seeing on the screen basically. So yeah, the Twitter poll that I did, that was quite interesting. It did turn out that more than 50% of people needed a drink to play darts, but the percentage that didn't was quite high actually. I was quite surprised. It was around 46, 47%. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I've got it on my Twitter, so I'll go through that with you in a bit. So the process of me having a game. So I run a business. I work from home. I have a 4-year-old boy. He goes to nursery for a couple of hours in the afternoon. So time-wise, for me being able to play darts is pretty tight. So I always arrange my games for the evening time. 7:30 would be the earliest, and then I don't want to be starting any later than 9 o'clock really, because you know I want to spend some time with my wife on the sofa, or you know, watching something on TV as well. So I was always trying to squeeze my games in between 7:30 and 9 o'clock to start of an evening. You know, by the time I've worked, gone to pick up my boy from nursery, got back, done dinner, eaten dinner, walked the dog, got him ready for bed, put him to bed. You know, it's getting to sort of 7:30 stage. Now, if I've arranged to play a game at 8 o'clock, which I usually would, that would be my aim. That gives me half an hour to put to bed, so that's 7:30. Gives me half an hour to basically warm up and get 3 beers down my neck, minimum. So it's getting to the point where I was worrying more about getting the drink down my neck before a game, rather than warming up, which can't be right. That doesn't seem like it's the right way around. But I came up with a 30-minute practice routine, which I stuck to, and it's pretty good actually. I'll do a video of that. I'll do a separate video of that. Just go through. It's not going to be like a half-an-hour video, but I'll just go through the things that I do on the dartboard for half an hour to warm up, which I come up with myself, and it does work. It's pretty good actually. I was quite impressed with myself. So yeah, so getting between 7:30 and 8, getting 3 beers down my neck, and trying to get that half an hour's warm up in, and then during the game, half an hour game, I'd be drinking another 4 cans during the game. It's just throwing it down my neck, and then I wouldn't really get going until 3 or 4 legs in. Once the beer started working, and then 8:30, 20 to 9. That's it. You're finished. So I've drunk 8 cans of beer in an hour, and I might not have even won the game or had a good game. So it just seems like a waste to me. It'd be interesting to get other people's. I mean, I might be a complete pisshead for all I know. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how much other people need to drink when they play, or how much they do drink when they play. We'll go and have a look at that Twitter poll now, and talk you through it and see what the results in that were. It was quite interesting. I mean, it surprised me actually. So let's go and have a look at that. Okay, so here's the Twitter poll I was talking about on my personal Twitter, not the Sober Darts Guy one. I posted this up on the 1st of December last year, and the question was basically, how much alcohol do you need to consume in order to play darts confidently? I was really surprised that the don't need it was as high as 41%, to be honest. I was pretty sure that over 50% would need a drink, but I thought it'd be a bit more. I mean, you play pub darts, Super League darts, the amount of people that are drinking in the room or in the team is definitely, more than 59%. So it did surprise me. I mean, I went to the Riley's in Norwich for the UK Open qualifiers, and the amount of lager being drunk was astronomical. So that's what I'm really surprised that only I'm really surprised that as high as 41% said that they don't need a drink, because I've never been to a darts competition or darts match where that many people aren't drinking. So, but what can't speak can't lie. So obviously that's the truth. Well, it'd be interesting to know if 10 or 20 years ago, if that number would have been as high as it is now. But I don't know. But anyway, it was interesting. And that was that. So yeah, 8 cans a night, 5 nights a week. 40 cans of beer, I think. My maths is rubbish. I think I've got that right. 40 cans of beer a week, just to play darts. Crazy. So yeah, 8 cans in an hour for a game of darts. It's not good. It's not good for you. I shouldn't be doing it. So that's one of the reasons why I want to stop and try this. I'm sure it's possible. I know people that can play darts and they don't have to drink, so I know this is possible. Like I said, it's just hard work, and I've just got to battle through it, I think, and it'll be alright. It'll be alright in the end. I'll get there. I'm sure I will. I have to say as well that this isn't like a alcohol hate campaign or anything like that. I'm not going to be standing here saying alcohol's really bad for you, you shouldn't drink, and you're weak if you have to drink and play darts. There's nothing like that at all. It's just something that I want to do, something I've always wanted to be able to do, and my current situation, it just so happens that I need to give up drinking. I'm drinking too much, so why not do it? I don't want to give up playing darts, so I'm going to give up the drink and battle through it. And if I can do it, then happy days. Maybe there must be more people out there that would like to do similar, or have thought about doing similar, but they don't want to because they know if they stop drinking, their averages are just going to drop down. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it'll be interesting. Hopefully people will be interested. If not, I'll carry on doing it anyway, because it's going to help me. It's going to help me carry on, stop drinking and playing darts, and hopefully try and get better. Okay, so how am I going to be keeping track of my averages, how I'm playing and things like that? Well, I'm playing in an online darts organisation, that's what you call it, called the GDL. GDL is fantastic. If you haven't heard of it, Facebook them, Twitter them, have a look at it. It's brilliant. Basically, it's a graded darts league. I've played in it. This is the first season that they've done where they have like the World Tour, and the leagues run alongside it. You pay a monthly subscription. It's just under £6, I think it is. It's well worth it. £6 a month, There's a chance to win cash prizes in the tour. You play qualifiers once every sort of 3 weeks, I think. There's qualifiers for each championship. If I'm getting this right, go and have a look at it. Just go and have a look at it. It's really good. It's really worth it. And like I say, you get the leagues running alongside the tour as well. It's just great people, great darts, because it's graded. It doesn't matter what ability you are. There's people playing from hitting 40, 45 averages right up to the Super League. People are banging in 90 averages for fun. So yeah, it's really good. It's something for everyone. Doesn't matter how good or how bad you are. There's room for you in there, and you'll play people that's similar to your ability, and it's really good fun. You'll enjoy it. So go and have a look. So that's how I'm tracking. That's going to be how I'm tracking, how I'm getting on. So what I'll do is I'll show you. It'll be the league games. If I play in the championship qualifiers, then I'll show you how I'm getting on in those. But I'm going to be concentrating more on the league because it's week in, week out, so it's easier to keep track of how I'm getting on. I'll just take screenshots of the games as I play them. So I'm in my 3rd week now, so there's a few games. I played one this morning at 11 o'clock, and that's the best I've played so far without having a drink. So I'll show you that one. That'll be the last one that I'll show you. So we'll have a look at that. I'll keep losing myself. I talk too much. So I played in the last 2 seasons, I said. So I'm playing in this one as the World Tour. I've played in 2 seasons before that. It was the GDL. That was without the World Tour, so it was just basically the graded dart leagues. The first season I played in the Championship, and I finished 2nd to Elliot Philcox. So me and him went up into the Premiership, and it was good. It was good. Loads of good players in there, which really pushed me to play well. Because you play everyone twice, so the first half of the season I wasn't that great. And I don't mean to disrespect anyone. If I say I wasn't that great, I was hitting a 60 average. I wasn't playing that great. That's no disrespect to people. That I know there's people out there that would love to hit a 60 average, that only hit 45, 50, 55 averages. So I'm not disrespecting anyone. But for me, it wasn't great, and especially for the other guys that were in the Premiership, compared to what they were hitting, it was rubbish. It wasn't good enough. But for the first half, I was struggling. At one game, I lost 8-0 with a 59 average. That was the worst one I played. And the rest of the games, I'll be surprised if I got over 65 for the first half. It wasn't until the second half that I started picking up. I think I built a bit of confidence. I'd played everyone before, so I knew that I'd had chances against people previously. So I just needed to improve a little bit to be able to beat them. And I did. I won a few games. Second time around, and my averages just shot up. At one point, I played the guy who actually won the Premiership League, and I got a 6-all draw against him with an 82 average. So that's how sort of far my game came from playing in the Premiership. I was a 60 average, and by the end of it, I was an 82 average. I'm not saying I did that every game, but I was averaging around about 75 regularly then. So yeah, we'll look back at last year's Premier League averages that I was hitting. Like I said, they're not as high as the 75 because the first half wasn't as good as the second half. So I can't remember what I ended up with, about 67 average overall, I think it was. But we'll look at the stats anyway, and you'll get an idea then as well of the stats and stuff that you'll see if you've played in the GDL or you want to play in the GDL. So yeah, let's go and have a look at those averages previously, and then we'll go through the averages currently, what I'm currently hitting, and I'll talk you through them a little bit. Okay, so here are the stats from the Premiership that I was playing in, and when it was just the GDL graded dot leagues. So as you can see, eventually at the end I finished 3rd from bottom. There's not much point really in going into all the details of this end. All I'm really worried about at the minute is the averages, because that is what I want to aim towards getting back to, I guess. So I'm third from bottom. Let's zoom in a bit. Okay, so these are the averages over here. Right, so third from bottom. Okay, so my first 9 overall average throughout the league was 76.41. Highest first 9 in the game was 89.17. My 3-dart average overall was 68.56. Highest 3-dart average in a match was 82.1. I thought I got 82. I lied then in the video. When I played the guy who actually won the league, I got a 6-all draw. I thought I had an 82 average. I didn't. That was definitely my highest average in that game, but it was an 82-1, not an 82. So yeah, there you have it. And these are the sort of stats as well that you can expect if you play in the GDL leagues. I'm not sure if they've done exactly the same as this anymore, but they're still excellent. There's more stats there than you need, really. But Dan Darts PPR is the guy who does all these. I wouldn't know where to start to be able to do anything like this. But yeah, no, they're good. So that's the sort of thing you can expect to see. And we'll go with that 68.56. That's where I was there or thereabouts. I'll be happy if I can get up to regular 65 at the minute, and then from 65 I'll move on to the 70 average as well. See if I can get to that. So yeah, that was that, and I'll go back now. I'll go and find the games that I've played so far in the GDL League, and show you those. Okay, so me being a numpty, I seem to have deleted or uploaded all the screenshots I took of the NACA games for the GDL leagues. I don't know where they've gone. So I thought, though, I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll show you a bit of the GDL app and the stats as well, so we can get my average at the minute, as it is at the minute, through this. And I've got the screenshot of the game that I played this morning, which was the bet game that I've played so far. So let's go through this. Okay, so this is the main page of the GDL app. We'll go to basic stats. That's the GDL open stats and the league stats. So we'll go to league stats, and then that will open up on the web page. Okay, so basically you get all the leagues. There's, I think, 10 or 11 leagues. So that's a lot to search through, but luckily we've got a search bar here. So I'll just type in my name. Done. And there we go. Craig Brown, Division 1A. Played 4. I think I've played more than that, but it's obviously just not been updated yet, but that's fine. So these are all the stats that you get along the top here. So 3 180. So, 3 180s. So the darts are still going in now and again. All these games I've played sober. I've not been drinking. So, 3 180s in 4 games. That's not too bad. 17 dart leg. I'll take that. I just wish I could hit more of them at the minute. A 90 high finish. My 3-dart average 58.75. So I thought it was more like 457. So that's not too bad. So the aim just is to get that up to a 65 regularly, and go from there. I'll show you the game that I played this morning. Like I said, this is the best game. I didn't win it. I haven't won a game yet, but it's stats wise, it's one of my better ones. Well, actually, it's my best one that I've played yet. Okay, so this was the game from this morning. Like I said, I didn't win it. I haven't won one yet. I started really slow. It was my fault. I had about 10 minutes to warm up before the game. I was a bit busy this morning, so it took me a little while to get going. But I'm happy with that. 50, 65, 63. That's where I'd like to be over sort of a week. Averaging around 65. First 9, 75. That's not bad. I'll take that. you know, 9 ton pluses, 3 140s, 1 180, a high finish in 96, a 15 dart leg in there, and the worst leg was 24 darts. I'm happy with that at the minute, to be fair. You know, and it just proves that it is in there. I can do it sober. I'd like to build on that and make it better, but I'm happy with that at the minute where it is. If it can stay there for 2-3 weeks, I'll be happy. But you know, that's easier said than done. Next game I play, I could be back down to a 60 average or less. But we'll see, you know. I'm going to stick with the positives and just try and build on it every time. And hopefully we'll get right back up there where I was before. So I thought it'd be a good idea as well with this channel, you know, through the coming weeks, months. I don't know how long this is going to last. But I want to be chatting to, you know, a few people that are known, mainly around Twitter. You know, the guys who do YouTube videos and things, get their perspective on drinking and darts, you know, and see where they come from with it. You know, if they need to drink, if they don't need to drink, if they used to drink and now they don't, how did they do it? All sorts of things, you know. I hope this isn't like a boring topic. It's something that's always fascinated me, and it's something I've always wanted to be able to do, is play without having a drink. So I think that's about it for this first video. I hope it wasn't too boring. I've never done this before, so it's all a learning curve for me. But you know, I don't so much like talking to the camera, but I like messing around with video editing and things like that. So it's a bit of fun. Hopefully it'll help keep me on the wagon as well. You know, I'm not going to fall off anyway. But you know, it gives me a reason to carry on playing the darts. You know, not get downhearted. It's so easy when you're not drinking and you're not playing as well as you know you can. Just put the darts away and think, oh, I can't be bothered anymore. So you know, hopefully this will keep pushing me on. You know, to keep trying to do it. You know, hopefully I will get up to that 80 average. And if I do, it'll be fantastic. So thank you for watching this first video. I hope it was okay. We'll be back again soon. You know, I'm struggling to find the time, to be honest. It took me ages to get this one done. But yeah, you know, maybe every couple of weeks or something. You know, I like to do it every week, but time permitting, you know. Maybe every couple of weeks we'll go through the games that I've played, keep an eye on the averages, see how they're doing. Talk about, you know, a few more things, like I said before. Any questions, just ask. You know, and I'll try and answer them best I can. Yeah, and that's it. I think that's it for the first one. That wasn't too bad. Hope it was all right, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.